Welcome to the Bell Center. Tonight's battle taking place north of the border matches up the Montreal Canadiens versus the Buffalo Sabres. I'm Bill Peterson, bringing you all the play-by-play coverage with Mike Weiss providing your color commentary.
After going further than expected in last year's playoffs, the Habs look to continue their winning ways from last year against the Sabres.
Buffalo is looking to make the playoffs this year after narrowly missing them last year.
With the level of talent that's in the East this year, Buffalo's really going to have to play their best hockey if they want to make it to the playoffs. The Sabres have done well over the last 10 games. I hope they can keep it going tonight.
And now, your Montreal Canadiens. At center, number 11, Taku Koivu. At left wing, number 20, Richard Zednik. At right wing, number 14, Oleg Petrov. Number 43, Patrice Benoit. And in goal, number 60, Jose Theodore.
The Canadiens have a winning record over the past 10 games. Let's see if they can keep winning.
Injuries plagued the Canadiens last year, and they still made the playoffs. Now, if they stay healthy, they could look like the Montreal teams of old and put the 25th Stanley Cup banner up in the Bell Center.
Tradition doesn't win championships. The Canadiens, with their gloried past, need to learn from it and take it to the ice night in and night out. Miroslav Shatan has never been shy about shooting. He likes to score. His team likes him to score, and the fans like him to score. In fact, the only people that don't like it is the opposing team. Even though he's just scratching at his natural ability to play the game, Zednik has impressed the league with his speed and ability to stay low to the ice to avoid losing the puck.
Barnes brings the puck to the zone. McKee sends it over to the right wing. Shatan sends it back to Dumont. McKee sends it to the left wing. Barnes slides it over to Shatan. Warner passes it to the right wing. Pass to Barnes. Brings it past the blue line. He sends the puck back to Shatan. He looks to be on his game tonight. Face-off to the right of Theodore. He takes the slap shot. Audette brings the puck up through the zone. Carries it over the blue line. He slides it to Perreault. Hesh sends it over to the right wing. Verrata carries it past the red line. Passes it to the right wing. Passes over to the left wing. Zhipnik sends it up to the center. Takes the puck up through the zone. Takes it past the red line. Carries it past the blue line. He passes it to Brown. Gloved out of the air. Travers sends it in front over to Quintal. He sends it in front of the net. Passes it over to Gilmore. Vicious check by Campbell. He takes the backhand shot. Mayer brings it past the red line. And he takes a wrist shot. Saved by Theodore. Ray passes over to Warner. He lets the slap shot go. Boy, he makes the hard saves look easy. Sure passes it over to Kilger. Gilmore plays it up to the center. Theodore logged a nice save there, Mike.
Can he be a consistent netminder? Theodore had a breakthrough season, but needs to show he can do it again. He faces a lot of shots, so his team will need him to be solid back there.
Face off to the left of Theodore. Koivu passes it to the right wing. Petrov brings it over the red line. Durant passes it to McKee. Chatin passes over to Barnes. Takes it past the blue line. Rivet passes it over to the left wing. Mike, I'm impressed by the defensive single-mindedness shown by Koivu.
Koivu can single-handedly change the flow of a game. Being aggressive isn't always bad.
We've got a face-off to the left of Theodore. Connolly moves it back over to Pyatt. He relays it over to Patrick. Offsides is called. Mike, we're seeing some nice defensive play by Pyatt.
Pyatt is very aggressive. Teams love to have this kind of player around.
Juno sends it to Tchaikovsky. Connolly sends it back to Pyatt. Goulas passes it off to Brisebois. He passes it up the center. Juno sends it over to the right wing. Tchaikovsky brings it past the blue line. And he takes a wrist shot. Knocked down in front by Biron. We're going to have a face-off to the right of Biron. Perrault sends it up to the center. Brisebois passes it to Audette. Sends it back to the defenseman. Save! Checked hard by Gratton. Zhipnik sends it over to Mayer. Brings it over the blue line. Sure plays it up to the center. Perrault carries it over the red line. He passes it off over to Audette. He centers the puck. If they have goal! Perrault gets the goal with the wrist shot.
You know, that goal usually keeps his team in games, so that goal is somewhat surprising.
The Montreal Canadiens would rather play ahead than behind. A short wrist by Perrault.
I'll tell you, Bill, sometimes you use whatever surface you can to score that goal.
Montreal goal scored by number 94.
Barnes sends it to the left wing.
Perrault.
Dumont sends it up to the center.
Assist to number 82. Donald
Petrov
Audette.
takes the puck up. Carries it past the red line.
44.
Carries it over the blue line. Rivet sends it off over to Zednik.
Time of goal.
Oh, and he missed the pass.
54
Koivu carries it past the blue line. Dumont takes it past the red line. Markov passes it over to the left wing. The Montreal Canadiens are leading here. Mike, tell us a little more about that.
All the pieces are here from the team that made a run in the 2002 playoffs. The Canadiens are hoping those same guys will lead them back to the postseason this year.
Face-off to the left of Theodore. Juno passes it to the right wing. Tchaikovsky brings it past the red line. Takes it past the blue line. Goulas moves it back to Traverse. Brings it over the red line. McKee makes a long pass to Ferrata. He slides it over to Hesht. Patrick sends it back to Campbell. He passes back to the defenseman. Patrick brings the puck up. He passes it over to Brown. Perreault brings the puck up through the zone. Rivet sends it over to the right wing. Markov passes it to the right wing. Audette brings it over the blue line. Brisebois moves it to McKay. Patrick makes a long pass over to Efetegenov. Carries it over the blue line. That's an easy save for him. Surek sends it up to Zednik. Efetegenov thought there was an easy tally there, but gets stoned by Theodore. He's got a face-off to the left of Theodore. Brisebois slides it to Koivu. Zednik carries it past the blue line. And he's checked by Warrener. He's one of the hardest hitters in the league. Zednik moves it back to Rivet. McKee passes to Ray. Carries it past the red line. Rivet passes it over to Koivu. He passes it off over to Petrov. That was a hard hit by Barnes. Dumont brings it past the blue line. Passes it over to Chatin. Great look, but it caught the post before it hit the net. Passed back to Woolley. He sends it back over to Zhitnik. He takes the slap shot. He makes the save. Chatin passes it to Barnes. Theodore passes over to Zednik. Sends it to Koivu. Brings the puck through the zone. He plays it up to the center. Zednik plays it up to the center. Quintal takes it past the blue line. Verada sends it to the left wing. Hesh carries it over the blue line. Brisebois sends it to Zednik. He sends it over to Koivu. He gets knocked off the puck with a check by Brown. Surek sends it to his defenseman. Koivu takes the puck up through the zone. Zednik brings it over the blue line. He sends it up the center. McKee takes the puck up. Ray brings it past the blue line. Kilger brings the puck up. Gilmore takes it past the red line. He centers the pass. He's got no problem making the save. He passes it to the left wing. He plays it back over to Rivet, and he is just getting warmed up. Ray brings it past the red line. Gilmore passes it off to Kilger.
1 minute remaining.
Carries it past the blue line. Tackle passes it over to the left wing. There's a blocker save. Rive sends it back to Marco. I can't believe he missed the pass. Afinogenov carries it over the blue line. Bulis carries it over the red line. Cherkovsky takes it past the blue line. And he takes a wrist shot. The Montreal Canadiens are ahead as we end the first period, 1-0. We've played one, Mike. Your thoughts?
The Sabres have a lead in shots on goal, Bill, but they're still losing the game.
Time to drop the burnt biscuit. Koivu passes it to Petrov. Carries it past the red line. Brings it over the blue line. He passes it up. He goes top shot.
I'll tell you, folks, to score in this goal is a real accomplishment.
Koivu leads his team in points with 22. Koivu made a play that has to be galling when you give him an advantage like that.
This team seems to be going up high on purpose on this goalie.
Montreal goal scored by number 11.
Koivu sends it up to the center. He plays it up to the center. Brings it past the blue line. He passes it to the right wing. Petrov sends it over to Brisebois. He sends it off over to Zednik. That stop keeps this game within reach. Chetan sends it over to the right wing. Perreault passes it to the right wing. And he takes a wrist shot. Great save! He's taken up where he left off last period. McKay plays it up to... Who is he passing to? Dumont sends it off over to Barnes. Brings it over the red line. He lets the slap shot go. With goaltending like that, it's no wonder they have a 2-goal lead. Brisebois sends it up to the center. Perreault plays it up to the center. Hesh takes it past the red line. Sura brings the puck up to the zone. He takes the slap shot. That save kept his team in the game. Verada carries it past the blue line. He moves it over to Woolley. Brings it past the red line. And he blows the whistle for a penalty.
Well, that penalty's going to put them on the power play.
Buffalo penalty.
Passes to the defenseman.
Jason
Warner makes a long pass to Brown.
Time of the penalty, 3 minutes, 11 seconds.
Markov sends it over to the right wing. Audette sends it to the left wing. Quintal sends it up to the center. Perrault passes it to the right wing. Audette plays it up to the center. Save! Markov sends it over to the right wing. Over to the right wing. Perrault carries it over the blue line. Markov sends it up to the center. And he takes a wrist shot. He gave up his body to make that save. Audette plays it up to the center. He lets they bury the puck for the goal.
You know, most teams don't get more than a couple on this guy. Their coach is not a happy camper right now.
Hey, Mike, show us the play again, will you?
Folks, he got wrong-handed on that one, but he puts it past the goalie anyway. You know, he took advantage of the goalie being out of position and popped her in.
Buffalo goal scored.
Koivu moves it to Zednik.
32.
Takes it past the blue line.
Ray, time of goal, 5 minutes, 56 seconds.
Koivu sends it up to the center. Campbell sends it up to Patrick. Travers slides it over to Zednik. Carries it past the red line. Petrov centers it to Koivu.
Please turn to the center section of your souvenir program. If you have the lucky sticker, you've won 2 tickets.
Mike,
to the next
I'm
home
impressed
game.
by the defensive single-mindedness shown by Pyatt.
Pyatt has great checking abilities. His checks can easily change the momentum of a game.
The slap shot go. Mayer brings the puck to the zone. Brings it over the red line. Woolley passes over to Ray. Markov makes a long pass to Gilmore. Dackel carries it over the red line. Kilger plays it up to the center. Woolley sends it up to the center. Ray brings it past the red line. Brisebois passes it over to Tchaikovsky. He passes it over to Juno. Sure plays it up to the center. He sends it over to Bullis. Brings it over the blue line. Vicious check by Hecht. Passes it to the right wing. Verada takes it past the red line. Zednik passes it over to Petrov. Carries it past the red line. He takes the slap shot. What a save! That's going to get him a penalty for roughing.
And that will get them an extra attacker.
Face-off to the right of Veront.
Buffalo penalty to number 4, Rhett Warrener, 2 minutes.
Koivu passes it to the right wing.
Time of the penalty, 9 minutes.
Sednik passes it over to the left wing. Gets it over to the left wing. And he takes a wrist shot. What a save! Theodore sends it in front to Brisebois. Passes to Petrov. Brings it past the blue line. Koivu sends it over to the right wing. Pass to Sednik. Sends it back to the defenseman. Brisebois passes over to Koivu. Great check behind the net by Patrick. Penalty over. Brisebois sends it up to the center. Koivu carries it past the blue line. He slides it over to Petrov. Save by Biron.
Let's face it, the Canadiens have a great history. Montreal knows good hockey. They hope to bring another cup home for their fans.
Face off to the left of Biron. Connolly takes the puck up. Afinogenov carries it over the blue line. Dackel brings the puck up. Brings it over the red line. Takes it past the blue line. And he takes a wrist shot. Stopped by Biron. Afinogenov sends it over to McKee. Warrener passes it to Connolly. Looks like someone lost some teeth on that one. Markov passes it off to Rivet. He passes it to Tchaikovsky. He passes back to the defenseman. Markov sends it to Bulis. And he takes a wrist shot.
Is your seat horrible? Well, if you are in section 201, row K, seat 2 and 3.
Like tonight, you'll face a lot of scoring when you take on the Canadiens.
Congratulations.
The Canadiens are a very offensive-minded team. I hope the other team's defense is ready.
This faceoff is left of the goalie. Gilmore moves it back over to Travers. He's got to continue to make saves like that to keep them in this contest.
The Canadiens aren't the youngest team in the league, but they have veterans, which every team needs.
We're going to have a face-off to the right of Biron. Sent back to Quintal. Knocked out in front with the blocker. Kilger sends it back to Travers. Passes it over to Quintal. Checked hard by Gratton. Ray carries it over the red line. He passes it back to Woolley. He passes it off over to Grattan. Takes it past the red line. He relays it to Ray. Passes over to the left wing. Travers sends it off over to Gilmore. He slides it over to Dackel. Moves it back over to Kilger. Over to the right wing. Woolley plays it up to the center. Barnes takes the puck up through the zone. Brings it over the blue line. He takes a snapshot. Looks like someone does not want to see overtime. Rive passes it to the right wing. Cherkovsky moves it to Juno. Boulis brings it past the blue line. He passes it over to Cherkovsky. He sends the puck back over to Rive. When the rest of the defense fails, it's nice to have this guy to fall back on. Theodore leads all goalies in lowest goals against average with 1 point, 914. Let's take a look at that again.
Theodore redirects the shot with a pad save.
Brown sends it up over to Campbell. Markov sends it up to the center. Perreault brings it past the red line. Audette carries it past the blue line. He passes it up the center. Nice. Biron makes the block. And he takes a wrist shot. Campbell slides it over to Brown. Brings the puck up through the zone. Hesh carries it over the blue line. Boy, he makes the hard saves look easy. Play stops as he covers the puck.
Brown levels him like he wasn't there. Brown loves to play aggressive. His teammates love having someone around to take the body.
Face-off to the right of Theodore.
One minute remaining.
Penalty on the Buffalo Sabres.
And we got a power play coming up here, Bill.
Oh, I'm sure that wasn't in the coach's game plan.
Dumont is not really improving his situation.
Buffalo penalty.
Sends it back to the defenseman.
17, Jean-Pierre
McKee
Dumont,
brings the puck to
2
the zone.
minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 19 minutes, 8 seconds.
Brisebois passes it to Petrov. Zednik sends it over to the right wing. He passes it to the left wing. As we end two, it's a lead for the Montreal Canadiens, 2-1. Do you have any words of wisdom after two, Mike?
The Sabres have been protecting their goal too much. They need to focus on their offense now.
The referee will drop the puck for the next period. Koivu sends it back to the defenseman. Brisebois passes over to Zednik. Takes it past the blue line. Passed back to Koivu. He passes it off over to Brisebois. Sends it over to Sure. Bone-crushing hit by Barnes. Gets it over to the left wing. The penalty has now expired. Petrov brings it over the blue line. Koivu passes it to Zednik. That save keeps them down only 1 goal. Centering pass. Oh, shoots. Scores! At 12. Scores on the tough angle.
Hey, you know, even some of the best goalies have had a bad streak now and then.
Oh, they're exploiting their home ice advantage now.
You know, there's only a few players that have that much control of the puck to score from such a tough angle.
Montreal goal
takes the puck
scored
up,
by number
passes
14,
it over to Travers.
Oleg
Brings the puck up. McKay carries it past the red line. Patrick passes to Barnes. He sends it to Chatin. Brings the puck up to the zone. Brings it over the red line. He passes it to the left wing. Biron looked good on that last save, Mike.
Martin Biron is pretty lanky for a goaltender. He needs to add some more weight in order to fill out the net more. He could be on his way to being one of the best in the league if he just puts on a few more pounds.
Gilmore takes the puck up through the zone. Dackel brings it past the blue line. Kilger moves it back over to Markov. He sends it back to Rivet. Oh, and he missed the pass. Takes the puck up. Biron sends it to Warner. Ray carries it over the red line. Rivet passes it to the right wing. Gilmore sends it back to Kilger. Zhipnik passes it over to Woolley. Brown passes it off over to Verada. He passes back to the defenseman. Hesh sends it over to the right wing. That's the way to protect a lead. Markov sends it over to McKay. Perreault takes it past the red line. Woolley makes a long pass over to Pyatt. He plays it back to Afinogenov, and he takes a wrist shot. That save preserves their 2-goal advantage. McKay sends it off over to Perreault. Audette passes it to the right wing. He lets the slap shot go. That one careened off his helmet. Hey, buddy, what's your name? Afinogenov brings it past the red line. Campbell sends it to his defenseman, and he takes a wrist shot. Perreault brings the puck through the zone. Carries it past the blue line. He sends it off to Audette. That was a great stop by Biron. The Buffalo Sabres are trailing. In general, Mike, what does this team need to improve this year?
I think if they get some big power forwards, they can build around that core for future years.
We've got a face-off to the left of Biron. Petrov moves it over to Zednik. Chitan plays it up to the center. Barnes carries it over the blue line. That's an easy save for him. Petrov sends it over to the right wing. And he's checked by Warrener. Koivu sends it up to the center. Zednik sends it to the left wing. Warrener sends it in front over to Barnes. Sent back over to Dumont. Zhipnik passes it over to the left wing. Woolley passes to the defenseman. Looks like we're going to have a penalty here.
The upcoming power play could change the outlook of this game, Bill.
To wear your colors with pride. The souvenir store is located on the lower level of the arena.
Face off to the left of Biron.
Buffalo penalty to number
Koivu
5.
passes it to the right wing. Petrov plays it up to the center.
For hooking. Time of the penalty, 8 minutes, 16
Sure
seconds.
sends it up to the center. Brisebois takes it past the blue line. Zednik moves it back to Petrov. Sure brings the puck up. Brisebois sends it up to Zednik. Brown sends it back over to Warrener. Koivu just dropped him. Brisebois slides it over to Petrov. I can't believe he missed the pass. Penalty over. Koivu sends it over to the right wing. Brings it over the blue line. He takes put that one on the board.
You know, it's not very often this goalie lets one in like that.
Now that was a big goal for the away team. Can you walk us through that sequence, Mike?
He switched the backhand on that one, and it pays off.
Buffalo
Gilmore
goal
brings the
scored
puck up through the zone.
unassisted by number 32, Rob Ray. Time of goal, 10 minutes, 45 seconds.
Ray passes it to... Who is he passing to? Passes over to the left wing. Kilger passes it to the right wing. Dackel passes to Gilmore. Brings it past the blue line. Grattan passes it over to Ray. Carries it past the blue line. Kilger passes over to Gilmore. Quintal takes the puck up through the zone. Kilger plays it up to the center. Oh, and he missed the pass. He passes it back to Gilmore. And he takes a wrist shot. He takes the slap shot. Campbell takes the puck up. Takes it past the blue line. Moves it back over to Connolly. Stop. Theodore loves that shot out of the air. That was a hard hit by Rivet. Goulas carries it past the red line. He passes it to Tchaikovsky. Grabbed out of the air. Play stops as the goalie covers up. Impressive goaltending is nothing new for this guy. Veron leads all goalies in ties with 6. Hey, Mike, what does the replay show?
Huron is really using the glove well here.
We're going to have a face-off to the right of Veron. He lets the slap shot go. What a save. Barron makes the save. Hesh brings the puck through the zone. Brings it over the blue line. He is determined to get out of here in regulation. Rivet sends it up to the center. Junot brings it over the red line. He moves it over to Tchaikovsky. Rivet sends it over to the right wing. Junot passes it to the right wing. Goulas plays it up to the center. Gets it over to the left wing. He sends it to Traverse. Centers it over to Junot. Sends it back to the defenseman. Quintal passes it to Tchaikovsky. Junot makes a centering pass over to Goulas. Great save to keep this game close. Barnes brings the puck up. Chatin brings it past the blue line. Goulas sends it to Quintal. Passes to Junot. Goulas carries it over the blue line. Tchaikovsky sends it to the left wing. Passes it to the right wing. Woolley passes it over to the left wing. Surratt sends it to the left wing. Goulas carries it over the red line. Carries it past the blue line. He sends the puck back to Surratt. Junot moves it back over to Tchaikovsky. He's coming up big to keep them in the hunt. Ray brings it past the red line. And it looks like we're going to have a penalty.
Well, that penalty's going to put them on the power play.
Buffalo penalty to number
Perot
77.
sends it back to the
Chris
defenseman.
Gratton, 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the
Quinton
penalty,
brings the puck up through the
18
zone.
minutes,
Takes it past the red
18
line.
seconds.
McKay takes it past the blue line. He slides it over to Audette. Passes over to the left wing. He sends it back to McKay. Quinton passes it over to the left wing. And he takes a wrist shot. That was a huge save by Biron. Audette sends it to the left wing. He lets the backhand check off the post. And he takes a wrist shot. The Montreal Canadiens come out on top by a score of 3-2. Wrap this game up for us, Mike.
You know, you really have to have discipline to win those close games, and they showed it. The Sabres stay in second in the Northeast Division.
That ends ESPN's coverage of tonight's game. Good night from the Bell Center.
And now, for the 3 stars of the game, the number 3 star, Rob Ray. The number 2 star, Yannick Perot. The number 1 star, Oleg Petrov.